Sure, why not? Like I said, as long, I don't play the game or anything like that, but I'll keep track of the Monster Hunter thing to see if they. I say this, right? I say this, but I highly doubt it. Are they going to address the problem with the game itself in this Monster Hunter showcase? I really doubt it, though. But they said they were going to talk about it in the winter update.
Tsujimoto, the Monster Hunter series producer, here to talk about a new title coming March 13th, 2026, Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, along with sharing the latest about Monster Hunter Wilds, which is available now.
Are you going to talk about it, though? Are you going to talk about the problems with the PC?
Let's start things off with a video for Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection.
Oh, sacred stone.
No, instead of giving title updates, instead of like doing title updates to break the game even more, because for those who don't know, right? When you add something new, that's like new coding and new lines of code or so for the game itself. But the problem is if the base code of the game is still having issues, which performance and everything like that, and you're adding more code to it, the problem is it's like, are they the original base coding itself is gonna fuck up something, and it has fucked up. Like, yeah, has the performance increased to like a smidge? Yeah, a smidge or so, but we're not talking about like good performance to the point that like the ratings has changed on Steam. If I look it up on Steam specifically for Monster Hunter, right, and I go to Monster Hunter, I go to Monster Hunter Wilds right now, I go to the store page, it's still on a mix. Like, it's still relatively on a mix. Like, it's still relatively just not that great, And there's still negatives still on that page itself.
Join writer and spirit and unfailing kinship.
That's the problem, is that they're doing title updates and they should be fixing the game itself instead of trying to add new shit to a broken thing,
The process is threatened by what we call invasive.
See, this is the thing. Look. This is the thing itself. I don't mind like lore and stuff like that in the Monster Hunter franchise, like the actual main titles and everything, like little lore tidbits, monster ecology, and then like all this other stuff and everything, right? But like if you want a heavy story, and you want to like very heavy lore intensive, very like a bunch of fucking shit, you just want to tell an actual story, right? This is perfect. Make a separate Monster Hunter game that focuses on story parts completely, and just keep the main Monster Hunter game the way how it is, That's always the thing. Like, just have it like I guess you could say like a spin-off game, but like still in the Monster Hunter like franchise. But it's its own thing though. But have lore, story, and like anything that you want to add to it, it's specifically for that, and then that can like tie into the main Monster Hunter franchise, as in like, oh, did you know that this monster was this and this and that and this and all this other shenanigans? This was the ruiner of all destruction or so and everything. Like, just have like Easter eggs and nod off to the main Monster Hunter series, like recalling other monsters specifically, like just have a more like in-depth type of thing, That's the thing itself.
They endanger the ecosystem.
Kaiju!
Trying to take over
Holy shit, thank you for the 6 months or so.
Invasive? And I suppose it's your duty to reclaim
Like, I would totally
this
play a
territory
game
then?
like this or so, personally.
Hurry!
It could be an ultra-rare endangered species!
That's the
Bitch.
endangered
I hate it
species.
every single time.
When we find an endangered species egg, we take it and hatch it. Then we can return it to the wild, bolstering the population.
Oh yeah, would you call it eco-restore?
Habitat restoration.
This is no relationship of convenience.
Ay,
We
puta.
understand them and create the right environment for them to thrive. This is a ranger's duty we can fulfill.
Would you mind terribly if I gave you a hand with that particular process?
That's pretty cool.
It looks like a Palico's gotta do.
Lower your
What
mom.
a Palico's gotta
Shut your
do,
bitch ass
I
up.
suppose. Ready and... Somnicat won't come back to get you.
You sure?
These kind folks drove the thing off.
Who are they?
I don't know who that is, to be honest.
We hope you enjoyed that video. Now, we'd like to talk a bit more about the new systems we just showed.
No.
The protagonist is captain of a group called the Rangers. One of their duties is finding endangered species eggs in order to restore the ecosystem. With the crystal encroachment threatening the ecosystem and invasive monsters
You know, it's kind
running
of funny that they
amok,
showed this video before
Rathalos
the Game
are not
Awards.
the only species considered endangered. Invasive monsters are
But I can
incredibly
understand,
strong,
though, at the same time, though.
able to threaten
It's
other
like-
monsters
it's like almost like 30
and
minutes,
take
yeah.
over their territory. An invasive monster's
Hey, Winter.
territory may contain endangered eggs. The Rangers find an invasive monster and hope to rescue an endangered species egg, but it won't be an easy task. Invasive monsters are incredibly strong. They can't be beaten using normal battle tactics. Instead of slaying it, the Rangers will try to drive the invasive monster back to its den. Find out how to make an invasive monster retreat in this new twist on the classic story.
It's like a turn-based JRPG kind of type of game, where it's like more
Sneak into
story
the
focused
invasive
instead
monster's
of like,
den
you know,
while
like
it's sleeping.
normal. Instead
Then
of like how
grab the
normal
endangered
freaking
egg
Monster
and
Hunter
run
is.
for it.
You're playing basically
After
like an
hatching
animal
the
rescuer,
monster,
basically
release
kind of
it
type
into
of
the
way.
wild, allowing it to put down roots and rebuild the species. When a monster population has been restored,
Yeah,
their
no worries,
eggs can be
Pharaoh. Take
found
care,
and
take
hatched
care.
into monster partners. Hatching monsters and returning them to the wild is a practice the Rangers call habitat
Yeah.
restoration. Habitat restoration can be
You're like one of those
performed
people
not
who
only
like
with
say
endangered
protects
species,
animals in like
but
real
with
life or
regular
so, you know.
monsters as well. Hatching and releasing monsters into the wild will affect that area's ecosystem rank. As the ecosystem rank rises, eggs become easier to obtain, and monsters can hatch with special skills or genes.
You can only share clips if you're subscribed.
Raising the ecosystem rank can even allow you to find
Who
monsters
cares?
in
I
view
slay
with
them
that
and wear
area's
them.
element.
I don't think you can do that
Monsters
here.
with an area's element applied to them are called dual element monsters. For example, a monster which is normally thunder element may
Yeah,
be
which is fine.
influenced
I
by
don't
the
mind,
fire
like,
element
look,
of
that's
the
the thing that I
area
said
in which
before.
it is hatched and be
Like,
born.
if you want to make a heavy story based on, like, you know, in the Monster Hunter franchise specifically, just make its own thing, you know, just separate it from the main game or so, you know? Keep the main game still the same with new gimmick mechanics every different iteration or so, right? Not have it super heavy focus on story or so, like the way how they've been doing it or so with Nata or so in the Monster Hunter Wild series, and then like Monster Hunter World series was not really that great on the story either. Like I thought it was okay, but I didn't think it was that great or anything like that, you know. But it still kept like, you know, it kept moving on from one place to the next, you know, consistently or so. But with Monster Hunter Wild, they really focused it really hard or so on it, and I'm just kind of like, I just stopped caring after a while or so.
born with fire skills. This even affects the monster's appearance. Monster Hunter
Pokemon
Stories
should
3
sue them.
Twisted Reflection provides a new gameplay cycle where you can protect monsters, preserve their ecosystem, and truly roleplay as a ranger. Form a new, exciting relationship with the monsties you raise. There are even special monsters that can only be obtained through habitat restoration.
I hope you enjoyed the introduction to habitat restoration. Now, we have one more special video to share.
I'm like, the reason, you know, I'm like, it must be selling well or so, this specific franchise, if they're on their third iteration of the game itself, you know? It must be selling really well for them to make us, like, you know, a third installment, basically.
This monster isn't crystallized.
Oh, is that who I think that is? Wow, what a shocker.
You've seen Chotacabra and Raydao from Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, get ready
Is this like
for
the
Arkvale.
origins of Arkvale?
We're especially proud of its kinship skill animation. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection releases on March 13th, 2026. Ride your monsties through the exciting open world. Engage in satisfying strategic battles. And raise monsties in a new way with habitat restoration.
Yeah, I'm
We're
fine with this,
confident
to be
we've
honest. I have
created
no
an even
problem
more
with this
fun
whatsoever.
RPG experience. We'll reveal more details
Now the question
on the
is,
way
can you go
to the
back to the
release,
same formula
so
with Monster
stay
Hunter,
tuned.
with the Monster Hunter franchise, the main game? You know?
Now, we'll introduce what's in store for everyone in Monster Hunter
I
Wilds.
still fucking hate it that they used a heavy bowgun for that thumbnail. That's bullshit, dude. You know what you guys did with the heavy bowgun. Fuck you guys.
Wild's 4th title update.
You guys know exactly what you did with the heavy bowgun.
But first, here's the latest video for it. Enjoy!
I can't believe all of this.
Yeah, we already saw this
Sitting
already.
right underneath the zoos.
A weapon? I thought they didn't have any.
The specter of war? You've got to be kidding me.
A giant?
All units, positions! All units, eyes open!
Now the question is,
Don't
are they
get
going to
caught
even
up in
address
it.
the optimization? I doubt it, though. I'm like really doubting it so far.
Nadia!
Now we fight! Put your fears aside!
Don't let your courage fail you now! Good! Now let him have it!
You know what? That would be pretty funny if they did a collaboration with Call of Duty and Menendez was the monster that you had to hunt. Hey, Kaki.
It's about to attack!
Over here! Get behind me!
That little dinky guy is gonna protect you from that? That's crazy. Oh wait, I forgot. In this game, literally, a heavy bowgun shield is equivalent to a land teaser, so I'm not surprised actually, to be honest. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gorgmazios will appear in Title Update 4. It will be a special quest in which you hunt with up to 4 hunters and 4 support hunters for a total of 8 characters. Work alongside Nadia and Fabius to slay this fierce foe. A permanent replayable event quest version of the Gogmazios quest will be made available on the same day.
The armor's okay.
Materials obtained from Gogmazios can be used with
Weapons,
Artian
cool.
weapons to create stronger Gogma Artian weapons.
Oh god.
Gogma Artian
we're making
weapons
Artian
have
weapons
one
for
set bonus
Gogmazios?
skill
Oh
and
god.
one group skill chosen at random.
Oh god.
You can also amend the bonuses on fully reinforced Gogma Artian weapons, resetting them all or carrying over the existing categories to unleash even more powerful bonuses. You can even expend some materials to re-roll your set bonus skill and group skill.
And then Jindahad. I still think Jindahad is a really cool monster, to be honest. I like
The
him.
fourth Arch-Tempered monster, Arch-Tempered Jin Dahad, will appear in a permanent event quest. This will allow you to forge new armor.
I like the male one a lot more than the female. That's cute. I don't like the female Jindahad armor.
Through a process called Transcendence, you can make your armor even stronger than before. Use materials to increase the maximum level of your armor and enhance the decoration slots on armor of rarity 5 and 6.
That's cool.
New optional quests will be added. These include high difficulty quests featuring multiple 9-star monsters. Completing them will get you special nameplate rewards. If you're confident in your skills, give them a try. Hunters can also try their hand at hunting exercises, which pit you against tempered 9-star monsters. 2 new support hunters will be added. Griffin, a great sword wielder from Ferrum unit,
I don't really use
and
it.
Night Mist, a light bowgun wielder from Aurora unit.
I don't really use any of the support units, to be honest.
More downloadable content will also be added. 4 beloved poses from prior games will be available for free. A character edit voucher and Palico edit voucher will also be distributed free of cost.
Okay.
Both players who already used the free ticket distributed on February 28th, as well as those who haven't, can use this as a second ticket.
Okay. Cool, I guess.
Cosmetic DLC Pack 4 will be made available as paid content. It will include new layered weapons for each weapon type.
That's cool. Cool cosmetics.
Yeah.
There will also be other DLC that is not included in the pack.
Of course. The paid ones, you know. Something wrong with that chicken animation. That chicken is running at 2 FPS.
For a limited time, there will be quests that let you forge special equipment, farm heavy armor spheres, as well as a free challenge quest featuring Arch-Tempered Jin Dahad.
Well, you already said it was an event one thing anyway. An event quest.
Additionally, a permanent event quest to slay Gogmazios will be made available on December 16th. The seasonal event, Festival of Accord, Lumenhim, will be held on the dates displayed.
The one thing I'm curious about, how long is this game gonna stay alive after its end of its live service, you know, as in the updates and everything like that. My question is, how much will the player base still stay and continue playing? Just like how many people are still playing Monster Hunter World to this day. Like I'm just curious, like how long are they still gonna keep staying there? You know.
The decor and meals at the Grand Hub will change, and you can earn special equipment, gestures, and decorations.
Yeah, there were still some issues with World, but even
We plan
then, it
to
was not
release
as
even
bad
more
as this one.
content
They still
too,
haven't addressed the issues
including
still.
event quests, paid DLC, and
Oh great, you get to be a fucking furry. Oh, that's totally what I want is to be a furry. That's cool.
adding Nadia as a support hunter for a limited time. A dazzling Grand Hub awaits you.
It did. World did actually felt more complete. I did play it on console.
Here are the dates when everything will be available.
Because it came out on console first, then PC afterwards, I think. If I
Free
remember
Title
correctly.
Update 4 goes live on December 16th.
Are you gonna address?
It includes
are
an
you going
additional
to?
monster,
Are you gonna talk about the issues?
Gogmazios. It also features new endgame content, such as Gogma Ardian
Don't
weapons,
you fucking end this right now.
new advanced difficulty quests,
don't you end
weapon
this.
adjustments, and other improvements.
Are you gonna talk about it?
Starting on December 19th, the winter seasonal
Are you gonna
event,
talk about it?
Festival of Accord,
I don't care
Lumenhim,
about this. Are you gonna
will be
talk about
held.
the issues?
On December 24th, Arch-Tempered
Are you going to
Jindahad
fucking talk
will
about
appear as
the
a permanent
optimization
event
for the
quest.
PC, jackass?
Now, I'd like to talk about our update plans for 2020.
Don't you fucking dare say that we're gonna be talking about the optimization in January or in summertime. Don't you fucking dare say anything like that. Don't you fucking dare say anything about it. Cause I don't wanna fucking hear it, dude. I don't want to hear it, dude. I fucking don't want to hear it. You either talk about it in this update here that you guys said that you were going to talk about it in December, or don't say anything at all and shut the fuck up at this point, you know? I don't want to hear it, dude. I straight up don't want to hear it. Because I remember back in it was supposed to be in the fall season that they were supposed to talk about the optimization, or there was a certain month they were supposed to talk about the optimization issue, right? They were going to have a separate stream for it. But in there, I didn't hear anything about it, right? And then they said they were going to talk about it in December, which we are in December, which is Title Update 4, that they were going to talk about the optimization issue. My question is, are you going to talk about it in this specific... I hope you do, because you have about like 5 minutes of like still talking left. You better be talking about the optimization issue. What went wrong? What's the issue? What are we addressing? How are we addressing it? And everything else. You know, that's my question, okay? If you push this shit into January, into the springtime or the summertime, I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm done with this. I'm done with this shit.
6 and beyond. Title Update 4 will be Monster Hunter Wilds' final major content update that brings with it an addition of a new monster to the game's roster. We'd like to express our heartfelt thanks to those who...
Even though Title Update 1 and 2 were originally supposed to be in the base game itself, but they decided to give it to you guys in title updates because they didn't have enough time to finish the game itself. Just letting you guys
have
know.
been playing since release, as well as those who started later. Thank you so much for playing our game. After December's Title Update 4, we will release a patch that increases the Steam version's stability, as well as a final update in February.
You're not gonna talk about it? It's just like, yeah, we're just gonna release a patch or so for Steam or so for the stability, but we're not gonna talk about it or so. You better be talking about it right now. Like, address that what's gonna be tackled or so. I need to know this information. This is the thing that I want to know, you know?
That adds the last Arch-Tempered monster. So, we hope you'll continue to enjoy Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh my god, dude.
Now, I'd like to talk more about what will be included in the February 2026 update. In the update plan for February 2026, Arch-Tempered Archveld will appear as the final Arch-Tempered monster. It will also add the winners of the original weapon and pendant design contest, which were chosen from the many designs submitted by players. Moreover, there will be a collab to celebrate the release of Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection.
You know, I always love that one meme or so, the Obama giving himself like a medal and everything like that. This is the same exact thing. it's like literally straight up like congratulations, Monster Hunter, you did well with your collaboration. I just love it though. I just love poking fun of that because I think it's funny.
You'll be able to get a special pendant
Are you
and
going to talk
Palico
about at
armor
least the patch that you're
modeled
going to be
after the
releasing on Steam at
protagonist
least,
Royal
you know?
Palico, Rudy.
Like what's it addressing and everything?
We'll reveal more information about the February update right before its release.
Oh my god.
So please look forward to it.
Oh, here we he's gonna talk about it. He got like 1 minute. He's gonna talk about everything, all the problems with the Steam update for like a minute and 7 seconds. He's got 1 minute and 7 seconds to talk about it. Okay, all right. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's see what they're gonna address. Let's see if they have like a before and after like shot or so of gameplay of like before the Steam version stability update and then after the Steam version stability update. I'm so curious on this.
Next, I'd like to share an update for our hunters on PC.
Yeah, that you abandoned basically.
We would like to thank everyone who has shared feedback,
Yeah, you know, it took you
especially
about
by
a year,
providing
you know,
crash
but hey.
report information implemented with the October patch.
It's kind of funny because you told us that it was our fault that our hardware is old and everything, that your game is not running on our shit, you know. I remember that they told us it was us, that we have to make sure we update our shit. We gotta do this, we gotta do that to make sure that game is stability. But no, it was definitely them, you know.
We have received feedback from many players regarding the performance and stability of the Steam version.
You don't say.
The development team has been looking closely at this to help inform our ongoing work in this area.
Yeah, it just took you about a year, you know, but hey, you know, that's just me anyways.
To begin, several improvements arrive with free title update 4.
Okay.
Next, we will release a PC-specific patch dedicated to making further improvements in...
So let me see. So the CPU and GPU optimization on all platforms. So the CPU and GPU optimization, targeting processing improvement applicable to all platforms. So we're optimizing processing time through adjustments to frame processing, collision detection, and the number of simultaneously effects. Lowering the GPU and CPU load by reducing unnecessary process, implementing more than 100 processing improvements focused on players, monsters, sacreds, palicos, NPCs, graphical users, interfaces, GUI effects, and environmental features. So okay, so they're basically tackling that, but it says all platforms, so they're doing basically, you know, I don't know. Anyone can digest that, to be honest. Anyone can try to take a look at that. We'll see what happens when it comes out. You know, we'll take a look at videos to see if, you know, if it actually has improved or not and everything. Optimization for PC specific. So this is in January. So we're not getting all of the optimization. Okay, we're just only getting some of the optimization. Okay. So in January, optimization for specific processes and additions to options of presets of reduced processing loads. CPU and GPU optimizations targets PC only processes, adding new graphics and CPU settings, as well as new presets, providing additional options and reduced processing loads. Okay, improving shader compilation process. Jesus. VRAM usage improvement, high resolution texture pack improvement. Oh, so they're basically going to improve the high resolution texture pack, even though it was like okay. There's not really much of a difference for the rest of the texture pack. Additional optimization, CPU, and so this is in February. CPU. Okay, so basically after basically a year, now they're tackling the optimization. So they had their shit backwards. Okay, all right. They'll give you free title updates, then they'll improve the rest of the stuff, you know, instead of improving it first and then giving you the title updates, or just do it at the same time, you know. But like, well, you know, it is what it is. So let's see, adding level of detail, LOD, quality levels to polygon mesh for 3D models, reducing the GPU processing load, and then that's basically it. That's all they're doing for. I think January is probably going to be the bigger update for computer stuff as well. Like the December one is pretty okay, like it's not bad or anything like that. But I think the January one is probably the more bigger one in my personal opinion. They saved the rougher stuff for last, pretty much. Yeah, they could. They probably couldn't find the issue or so. They took them so long or so to find the issue of the actual game itself because they were probably busy making the content. But even then, that specific content, the first 2 title updates were originally supposed to be in the actual like main game itself, but they didn't have enough time to like fix the issues and whatever other stuff to be in the main title game, and instead they decided to scrap that, separate it from it, and give it to you in title update 1 and 2. So
January.
the January
We
one
are
is the
also
more better
investigating the possibility of additional improvements for the update planned in February.
one. So they want to see what else gets fucked up or so in December and January to optimize it more in February.
For detailed
That's what it
information
is.
about these improvements, please check our official website or social media channels for updates.
I'll be impressed, to be
Thank
honest.
you for your continued feedback and support.
I'll be impressed if they manage to do a fucking 180 or so on this game and changes everybody's comment on Steam from a negative to a positive. I will be impressed if they manage to do that in these 2 updates. In December and
The
January.
team is in the final stages of checks to ensure these changes improve the overall experience without adversely affecting some existing hardware configurations. We apologize for the time it has taken to address these issues, but we ask that you wait just a little longer.
Hey man, my dick ain't getting hard enough, okay? All right, shit, that shit's gonna become floppy pretty soon. How long do you want me to wait, huh? They have to if they want to sell the expansion. Yeah, of course. That's why they're trying to do it, because I think they're getting ready to do the expansion. That's what I'm thinking or so, because they did say this is their last title update was the one in the springtime. So I assume that they're basically getting ready for the expansion already. So that's why they're ready. If they become somewhat positive, that'll be a major improvement. That is true. Like I said, I'm rooting for this game to improve itself. But man, dude, for this game to be because remember, right? It was supposed to be anniversary. This is supposed to be the anniversary for Monster Hunter, right? It does not feel like an anniversary. It doesn't really feel like a celebration for it, you know? They ported this game onto the Switch too? Jesus Christ. Holy cow.
We are committed to making improvements to ensure a great experience for all
Does that look
players.
like Roblox on there?
Thank you for your continued support.
Well, it took them long enough, to be honest.
We're
Interesting.
excited to announce that a new Latin American Spanish voice option will be coming to Monster Hunter Wilds
Well,
in
you didn't call me to do the Spanish voice acting? Racist, bro.
the upcoming
I ain't
February
gonna lie,
update.
man.
En cuanto encontremos un buen lugar, podemos comenzar a preparar todo para salir.
Y podremos empezar. Va a ser genial.
Also, keep that cat quiet. No one wants to see that cat talk ever again in the following fucking Monster Hunter games, okay? Whoever decided to say that the cat should talk or so, no.
Yo te elegí como líder de esta expedición.
Gracias, señor.
With this addition, you'll be able to enjoy in-game cutscenes
Balls.
and character voices dubbed in Latin American Spanish. Please stay tuned to our official channels for
I still
more
gotta say it's kind of racist. They didn't call me to do some of the voice acting. I'm just saying.
information. Hasta pronto!
Oh God, don't say that. Don't you try saying Spanish, bro. No. You're revoked for saying Spanish stuff. No, stop it.
Thank you very much for your time today. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, the latest entry in the Monster Hunter Stories series, will be released on March 13th. And we hope that you all continue
would've been the
playing
best one. It
Monster
would've been the
Hunter
best
Wilds
troll voice
in
actor in
anticipation
there,
of the
you know?
release of Title Update 4 on December 16th.
Would have been the best one. Best Cholo voice actor in that.
Please
in
have
the
a
whole
wonderful
entire
start to the
roster.
new year while enjoying Title Update
Take care,
4.
Fable. Be safe.
Even more Monster Hunter content awaits you in 2026.
I think they're getting ready for the expansion.
And with that, see you again!
I'm having a suspicious feeling that they're gonna announce it next year. Probably the second quarter of next year. They're gonna announce it. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Yeah, we'll see the improvements. We'll watch some videos or so to see if it has improved with this specific update. I don't think it will. It'll fix it a little bit, but I think the major update is going to be in January. The major update is definitely going to be in January. Your mom doesn't like hard tacos. Shut your bitch ass up. Anyways, but yeah, we'll see what's up. We'll see what happens. The guy at Rolling Fulgur will and Lord Souls. Yeah, they didn't need to go this hard. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm optimistic at the end of the day, but would I even consider coming back and playing this if they optimize it? Probably not. Just because the heavy blowgun is just not fun to play at the end of the day, because like it just gets boring after a while. I'm just like if I would just play or so, I'd probably be sitting there most of the time, just kind of like being quiet or so, just because like it just kind of like it's the problem is with the game itself. Besides the optimization issue, is the quality of life changes is too much. You know, if Helldivers can trim it and optimize, surely Wilds can too. They may be living in the future, but they still live fucking 40 years backwards or so, because they use fax machines still to this day. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm optimistic at the end of the day. You know, it's not like I hate it. You know, I like poking fun of it and making fun of it at the end of the day. That's just how I am. So that's how I am in an individual. If you can't take my jokes or so, you probably need to get off the internet too as well and go touch some grass. So, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, we'll take a look at some videos to see if they actually address some of the optimization issues specifically for this game itself. Hopefully it does. You know, I'm rooting for it at the end of the day, you know. But I know for a fact, you know, it's definitely not Game of the Year. That's all I gotta say. And that's the end of the video. And peace.